It is nearly November, which means it is time to pick my November TBR with the help of Fictionary. Actually, I think it's November when you're watching this. I think with my schedule this is going up like on the 2nd of November. It is November, which means it is time to definitely pick my TBR with Fictionary. This is the board game I have created to help me pick my TBR. It is inspired by Pictionary. You probably know the spiel by now, but there are 5 different prompt category things on this board. We have got people and places, appearance, title, difficult, and any book. I will be picking, I think we'll pick 4 books today. I don't want to throw myself into reading overwhelm, but I am on a pretty good streak at the moment. So we're going to be picking my November TBR with Fictionary today. I have started doing like my wrap-ups in these videos as well, but honestly, I keep filming these videos so far in advance because I've been traveling a little bit that it makes no sense to include my wrap-up given that the month has not even nearly finished yet by the time I'm filming this. So we'll talk about the books I finished at some other point. Also, I talk about them all in my vlogs, so if you want to see what I finished, then check out my vlogs. But for now, let's see what I will be reading. I have 2 books. Well, I have 3 books I want to try and get on this TBR, except I don't know what the 3rd one is yet, because it's going to be our tiny book club read for November, and I don't know what book that's going to be yet, so there will be a question mark 3rd book that needs to go on this TBR, but I would also like to try get on Stone Blind by Natalie Haynes, which is our Patreon book club pick for November and December, and also Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle. This one is one I got recently, but I just think it sounds really good fun, and I wanted to add it to the November TBR, so preferably would like to try and get these 2 on if I can. Okay, let's go for roll number 1. 2, 1, 2, title. Okay, we have roll number 1, which is title. I have 1 minute to find this book. Friend picks the first letter, not V or A. Okay, hang on, I have to message a friend then in this case. Hold the phone. Gotta try and pick who I think is most likely to respond first. Okay, I've messaged my friend. I'll go on to the next roll whilst I wait for them to reply, and then we'll go back to this one. Roll number 2, 1. Difficult. Okay, for roll number 2 we have got difficult. We have got a book on my Kindle. That is no longer difficult for me. I should remove that, but I'm gonna roll with it because it works in my favour. I think what I'm gonna pick there is The Toll by Neil Shusterman. I didn't even have to think about it. I don't think I'm gonna have read that book in October. I don't know. I've been reading this series over the last few months and really, really enjoying it, the side series. So I'm gonna say The Toll, which is the final book in that series. I don't think this is a good difficult prompt anymore because I have been reading a lot more on my Kindle. I used to not really read that much on my Kindle, and I'd buy books on my Kindle and then just not pick them up because I preferred physical books, but I read a lot more now on my Kindle than I used to. So that I'm gonna just remove that from the difficult prompt, but I'm gonna use it for now because it gets The Toll on my TBR, which I wanted to read in the coming months anyway. So that is my pick for difficult. Roll number 3, 2, 1, 2, people and places. Okay, roll number 3, we have got people and places located in my bedroom. I think what I mean by that is the physical location of the book is in my bedroom, not that the setting of the book is in my bedroom. So let's go to my bedroom. This basically gives anything on these shelves really to pick from. So quite a few of these are kind of holiday summer type of reads. I have 1 minute to find whatever I'm gonna pick. Oh, I don't know what I fancy. What do I want? Maybe Wild Things, actually. I got this one quite recently and this looks quite good fun. It came very highly recommended from a bookseller in Rare Bird Books. So I'm going to go for this. We're going to go for Wild Things by Laura Kay. This is one that I got recently when I was in Edinburgh. The tagline on the front says 2 friends, 1 crush, a year to change everything. One of the reviews on the back says it's a gorgeous queer rom-com that will have you laughing out loud. So that sounds like the kind of book you need in November. You know, the weather's kind of getting a bit gloomier, the days are getting darker, so why not throw a rom-com onto the list? Okay, roll number 4. We have got 3, 1, 2, 3, difficult again. Final roll, difficult, we have got least favourite genre, which is sci-fi, space-based sci-fi. I know what I'm going to pick already. I don't know where it is. Oh no, where have I put this book? Hang on. Oh no, I got this recently. Wait, let's try and find the book. This is what I'm going for. It was literally just there. I got this quite recently, so I forgot where I put it on my shelves. The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I have heard countless good things about this. I bought this a couple of months ago in a cover-to-cover video based on the recommendation of the bookseller, but also based on how many people I had seen loving this book. I thought it was probably time to give it a go, so I have picked this up. I am excited to read it. I know that it's meant to be a really beautiful story. I actually got it recommended to me yesterday when I was in a bookshop as well. So it definitely, you know, I know so many people have loved this. I just don't read a lot of sci-fi and I don't read a lot of space-based sci-fi, which I think this is, isn't it? Yeah, she's literally joining the crew of the spaceship, so Definitely space-based sci-fi, but I am aware this is much more about the characters and the journey they go on as opposed to the space-based sci-fi, so this is also going on the TBR. Okay, I have had a reply re the letter. The letter I've been given is P, which does not work for either of the books that I needed to get onto this TBR and haven't. So they will be additional reads this month or next month, November, whenever. I don't know. You're watching this November, I'm filming in October, it's very confusing. Anyway, P. I have a minute to find a book with a P. I'm just stalling because I can't even think of anything beginning with a P that I have on my shelf. Let's give this a go. I'm gonna start in here. I feel like there's nothing that begins with P in here, but this is my horror section, which is definitely what I'm fancying reading at the moment. I don't think anything starts with a P. Do I have any books that start with a P? This is when I look back in editing and I'm like, that one started with a P. None of these start with a P. Okay, not great. Actually, this starts with a P, but this is on my October TBR and I haven't got to it yet. Do you think I can bump it? I might bump that if I can't find anything else. We've got like 20 seconds. Let me go in the other room. P, 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 P. Why does nothing start with a P? Oh no. I think I might have to go with Pen Pal and bump it from last month's TBR. I'm not seeing anything. Oh dear. Okay. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm bumping Pen Pal because I haven't read it yet. I do really want to read this year. I have been told this is some people's like scariest book they've ever read, so I do really want to read this one. And honestly, I can't see anything else on my shelves that starts with a P that I fancy reading. So I'm gonna cheekily move this from my October TBR to my November TBR because, you know, I don't want to get a forfeit card, okay? So this is going on the TBR, which means that my November TBR, which is looking very tiny because obviously the Toll is not here, but if it was, it would be taking up like that much space because it's quite chunky. We've got The Toll by Neil Shusterman for difficult, for a book on my Kindle. We have got Wild Things by Laura Kay for a book that was in my bedroom for People and Places. The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers for, what was that, difficult for a genre I don't read much of. And then Pen Pal, which was actually the most difficult one of all, by Dathan Auerbach, I think that's pronounced, for a letter that my friend picked, which was P. This is my TBR for November. I say it every time, but these are very much guideline TBRs because I am definitely a mood reader, but I think I've got a good selection on there, a good variety of genres. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.